Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Amjad Umar Ranja, and other topic excretory organs in man. In man, it is thought that four kinds of organs are excretory. The first one is the skin. In this topic, we learn that skin is not excretory organ. Second one is the liver. Third one is the kidney, and fourth one are the lungs. We will discuss in detail the excretory functions of these organs, and later on in this topic we will discuss about the homeostatic functions of the liver. There are many different homeostatic functions of the liver. We will discuss in detail those functions in this topic. So first we are going to discuss about the excretory organs in man. First one is the skin, second one liver, third one kidneys, and fourth one lungs. First of all, skin. Is the skin an excretory organ or not? Skin produce two different types of secretions which cannot be called as excretions. Those are secretions. The first one is sweat. Sweat is produced by sweat glands. Sweat glands produce sweat. Sweat glands are present inside skin and produce sweat. What is the function of this sweat producing? Although sweat contains water as well as some salts which are excretory or waste in nature, but the main function to produce sweat is thermoregulation, to regulate the temperature of the body. To maintain the temperature of the body, sweat is produced. When sweat perspires during high temperature in the surrounding, a cooling effect is gained. So we will call it thermoregulation, not as excretion. I said although the sweat contains water as well as some excretory salts, but the main function is to give the body cooling effect, to maintain its temperature, the thermoregulation. So we will call that sweat, to produce sweat, is not excretory function but a thermoregulation function. The second secretion of the skin is sebum. Sebum is also called as oil. This is produced by sebaceous glands, which are also called as oil glands. Sebaceous glands are oil glands. Actually, oil glands or sebaceous glands produce sebum or oil. This sebum is actually a chemical substance which is a protection against microorganisms. Different microorganisms like viruses, bacteria, fungi are attacking our skin, are continuously bombarding with our skin. To protect the skin from those viruses and bacteria, sebum is produced. Some people's skin is more oily because that skin produce more sebum. Some other people have the dry skin. So to produce sebum is again not an excretory function, but this is again a protection against microorganisms. So we will not call the skin as excretory organ. So skin is not an excretory organ. Now we will move towards liver. Liver. In humans, liver has two major lobes, the major lobe and minor lobe, the larger lobe and the smaller lobe, right lobe and left lobe. Liver is excretory in nature. It performs many important functions pertaining to excretion, pertaining to eliminate or remove the nitrogenous waste as well as other kinds of wastes, metabolic waste from the body of living organisms, from the body of animals, especially the vertebrates. So we'll call the liver as excretory. For example, liver produces urea from ammonia in urea cycle. Urea is an excretory product, a nitrogenous waste in the human being. So liver produce this urea from ammonia. So we'll call the liver as excretory organ. How urea is produced? In the previous topic we discussed this. In this topic we'll refresh the knowledge. How urea is converted into ammonia. Ammonia is NH3, urea is CO NH2 twice, means urea contains two nitrogens. So a precursor molecule, an already existing molecule, ornithine, is present inside the liver cells. This ornithine attaches with one ammonia molecule and one carbon dioxide molecule and converts into citrulline. This citrulline attaches with another ammonia molecule. Why? Because urea contains two nitrogens. This ammonia gives the second nitrogen of the urea molecule. When citrulline associate with another ammonia molecule, it converts into argininosuccinate. This argininosuccinate is a temporary molecule, means this is highly unstable. This breaks down into arginine. There is an enzyme named as arginase. That arginase breaks the arginine into two products. One, this ornithine, which was the precursor molecule of this cycle, and a urea molecule. This cyclic pathway is called as urea cycle. How we'll define the urea cycle? A cyclic pathway, a cyclic metabolic pathway in which two molecules of ammonia and one molecule of carbon dioxide are converted into one molecule of urea inside the liver of human beings is called as urea cycle. So this is the urea cycle. It is proved that liver produce urea, which is a nitrogenous waste. So we will call the liver as excretory organ. Now we'll learn about kidneys. We'll learn the details of the kidneys, the structure and function of them in the next topics. Over here we learn that the kidneys are also excretory organs. How? Because the urea which liver synthesize and put into the blood circulation, this urea is separated from the blood is filtered inside the kidneys and removed out of the body with the help of two kidneys in human bodies. So kidneys are also excretory organ. Now, are the lungs excretory organs? Yes, because lungs excrete out a toxic, a waste product of metabolism called as carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is a toxic substance which, if gets stored into the body of human being, will become the toxic. So carbon dioxide is removed with the help of lungs. So lungs are also the excretory organs. Now we'll learn about the homeostatic functions of the liver. Very, very important topic, the homeostatic functions of the liver in this topic. Homeostatic functions of the liver. What functions are homeostatic in nature and are performed by liver, we learn in this very important topic. Actually, liver is the central station of metabolism, the central station of the metabolism. So it is also called as central clearing house of the body, the main significant clearing house, because it clears the body, it cleans the body, it removes the waste products out of the body, it performs many homeostatic functions, it keeps the body's internal conditions at constant or at tolerable range by performing different kinds of functions. What are those functions we learn in this topic? First of all, liver synthesize many products which are excretory in nature and help the other organs like kidneys to remove those waste products out of the body. What kind of things are synthesized in the liver? First thing are nitrogenous bases. Three important nitrogenous bases, three important nitrogenous wastes like ammonia, urea and uric acid. These all three nitrogenous wastes are synthesized inside liver. How liver help in homeostatic function, homeostasis, by producing these nitrogenous waste. When these nitrogenous waste will be produced, it will become easier for the kidneys to remove them from the body. So second thing which liver produce is the plasma proteins are produced inside liver. For example, the prothrombin is produced, the fibrinogen is produced. These two proteins, fibrinogen and prothrombin, perform the function of blood clotting, help in blood clotting. When a person has an injury or cut, blood start bleeding, blood flow starts, so prothrombin and fibrinogen stop that blood flow. So in this way, these two proteins are produced inside the liver and perform the function of homeostasis, because the blood should remain inside the body. And other protein is produced inside the liver, the albumin. How this albumin perform the function of homeostasis? It maintains the blood chemistry. It maintains the osmotic level of the plasma of the blood. Blood plasma's osmotic condition is maintained by the albumin. So we'll call albumin as an homeostatic protein which is produced inside the liver. Next, liver produced bile, which is also called as bile juice. What is bile juice? A digestive secretion. This bile juice contains no enzymes, but still bile juice converts the complex molecules of the lipids into globules, into smaller globules, smaller droplets, and these smaller droplets are easier to be catalyzed by the lipase enzymes. So by producing the bile juice, the liver helps in the digestion of the lipids and the fats, so it produces the bile juice. Moreover, it synthesizes cholesterol, which is a component of cell membrane, lipids and lipoproteins. All these three components, the cholesterol, the lipids and lipoproteins, are the components of cell membrane. So these are also synthesized inside the liver. These are the compounds which liver synthesize and perform some function in homeostasis, like the nitrogenous wastes are produced, some plasma proteins are produced, bile juice is produced, as well as the cholesterol is produced. The second function of the liver is storage. Second function of the liver is storage. Liver is storage for iron. Iron is the central element of hemoglobin, which is filled inside the 95% volume of the red blood cells. As we discussed earlier, that red blood cells age is 4 months. Right after 4 months, each red blood cell is broken down or catabolized and recycled. Iron, which is the central element of hemoglobin, is stored inside the liver so that new hemoglobin can be synthesized by using this iron. So iron is a storage product. How storage of iron is homeostatic in nature? Because when iron is present, new hemoglobin is formed and the blood composition is maintained. The maintenance of internal conditions is homeostasis. The glycogen is also stored inside the liver. What is glycogen? The storing form of glucose. Actually, glucose is a monosaccharide. When excess glucose is present inside the blood of us, that excess glucose is converted into a polysaccharide, the glycogen. This glycogen is stored or deposited or reserved for the future use inside the liver as well as the skeletal muscles. So these, when excess glucose is stored in the form of glycogen in the liver, it becomes easier in future to use that glycogen to produce the glucose in the blood. Next function of the liver is conversion. Liver converts glucose into glycogen. When excess glucose is present inside blood, this excess glucose is converted into glycogen and stored for future use. And second, glycogen into glucose. When blood glucose level decreases or falls down, the stored glycogen inside liver is converted into glucose so that the blood composition is maintained. Third thing, the lactic acid into glycogen. When we have hard or strenuous kind of exercise, the aerobic ATP becomes insufficient, anaerobic respiration takes place, due to which lactic acid is produced and become deposited inside the skeletal muscles and become fatigued and tired. After some time, this lactic acid is again broken down and glucose is reconstructed. This glucose is converted again into the glycogen, and this all process also takes place inside the liver. This is the conversion function of the liver. Next is recycling. Liver does recycling of many important processes, like the red blood cells are recycled inside liver. The iron is stored in the liver. This iron is used as the central element to produce the hemoglobin. This hemoglobin is filled or occupied inside the newly synthesized red blood cells, and these red blood cells are put into the blood circulation, which are newly synthesized red blood cells. By recycling the red blood cells, the human liver help in keeping the blood chemistry into tolerable range. And the last function is detoxification. As we learned earlier, that ammonia is converted into urea in urea cycle inside the liver. This ammonia is highly toxic, urea is less toxic, so this is detoxification. Detoxification of the ammonia takes place inside liver. Some more detoxifications, like the pesticides are detoxified, the food additives are detoxified, moreover the drugs are detoxified inside the liver. So liver helps to remove these poisonous or toxic substances out of the body by converting them into removable or excretable substances, the pesticides, the food additives, as well as the drugs. In this way, the liver helps our body to be in homeostasis. In this topic, we learned the homeostatic functions of the liver. We learned what functions the liver performs and how these functions are important for the homeostasis to maintained in the body of human beings. We talked about the synthesis. Nitrogenous wastes are synthesized to remove them out of the body. Plasma proteins to maintain the blood chemistry, to make the blood clot when it is needed. The bile juice is produced inside the liver, which digest the food in some way, and cholesterol and lipids and lipoproteins are synthesized inside the liver, which maintain the cell membrane, which are the components of the cell membrane. Iron and glycogen are stored inside the liver, which play a role in homeostasis of the body. Glucose is converted into glycogen, and glycogen is converted into glucose when required, as well as the lactic acid into glycogen to maintain the homeostatic state of the body. Recycling means the red blood cells are recycled inside the liver to maintain the homeostasis. Detoxification, a lot of toxic substances which we usually eat in our food are converted into their removable products. This is all about the excretory organs, skin, liver, kidneys and lungs. We talked about their excretory role in human beings one by one. This is all about this topic. Thank you very much.